Hello and welcome to IGCSE Mathematics 0580 extended course. Syllabus topic E1 number, module 1.6, which is about inequality, and this is part 2 in which we'll be solving exercise 15 of chapter number 5. And as we know, we are using complete mathematics for Cambridge IGCSE extended syllabus written by David Rayner. And for your reference, the exercise 15 of chapter number 5 is on page number 192. Okay, so let's start exercise 15 of chapter number 5. It says introduce one of the symbols less than, greater than, or equals to between each pair of the numbers, and these are the questions from question number 1 to question number 15. So in question number 1, it has given a pair -2 and 1, and we have to use these signs, any of one of these signs, less than, greater than, or equal to. And we know -2 is on the left side here. You can see -2 is here on the left side, and 1 is on the right side. And as you have already learned and discussed, the number on the right side is always greater than that of the number on the left hand side. It means that -2 is less than 1. In question number 2, we are given a pair -2 whole square and 1. Let's solve it out a little bit. -2 whole square, as you know, minus has an even power, so it will be plus, and it will be +4, and it is 1, and we know that +4 is on the right side of 1, so +4 is greater than 1, so we can write -2 whole square is greater than 1. In question number 3, the pair is 1/5 and 1/4 and 1/5, and as we have already discussed, in that case the numerators are same, so it lies on the 5. Decision lies on the 4 and 5, which are the denominators. So as you know, the 4 is smaller denominator than 5. It means 1/4 is greater than 1/5. In question number 4, it says 0.2 and 1/5. So we know that 1/5 is 0.2 as well. So it means that these are equal. So we can write 0.2 equals to 1/5. In question number 5, it says 10 raised to power 2 and 2 raised to power 10. And we just have to solve a little bit. 10 raised to power 2 means 10 into 10. Right, it means 10 into 10 is 100, and 2 raised to power 10 means you have to multiply 2 tens time, right? So if you multiply 2 tens time, it is 1024. It means that 1024 is greater than 100, or 100 is less than 1024, so you can write 10 raised to power 2 is less than 2 raised to power 10. In question number 7, it says 40, and this is a percentage sign. Another number is 0.4. Whenever you have a percent in any of the number, it means he's asking us to divide with the 100. So you can write like 40/100. In the same way, if we have like 2%, it means that 2/100. If it is like, let's suppose 15%, it is 15/100. So it means that if you have a percentage sign with any of the number, it means that number is going to be divided with the 100. So it 40/100, and you can simplify it. It is 4/100, and 2 2s are 4, and 2 5s are 10. So it is 2/5, and 2/5 is 0.4, which is equals to 0.4. So it means these two are same. So you can write like 40% is equals to 0.4. These two numbers are same. In question number 8, we are given with -1 whole raised to power 2 and -1/2 raised to power 2. So just solve it a little bit. Minus has an even power, so it will be plus, because 1 into 1 is 1, and minus once again has an even power, so answer will be plus, and 1 and 2 individually take a power of 2, so 1 raised to power 2 is 1, and 2 raised to power means 2 is 2 into 2, which is 4. So in fact you have two numbers, 1 and 1/4, and we know that all the whole numbers has a denominator 1. It has the same meaning. Let's suppose if I write 2, it can be written as 2/1. If a number is 7, it can be written as 7/1. It means all the whole numbers have by default a denominator as 1, because it won't affect the quantity itself, because 2 divided by 1 is 1 again, 7 divided by 1 is 7 again. In the same way, 1 can be written as 1 over 1, it will be 1 again. The advantage is that now you have a rule here. The numerators are same, and we know we have already done in the previous lecture that if the numerators are same, the decision lies on the denominator, and the smaller the denominator of the two, the bigger the number. 1 is less than 4, it means 1 over 1 is greater than 1 over 4, and 1 over 1 means minus 1 whole square, so you can write that minus 1 whole square is greater than minus 1 over 2 whole square. Or on the other hand, you can quickly think of 1 over 4 is 0.25, and 1, and if you compare 1 and 0.25, so clearly 1 is greater than 0.25, so it has the same answer. But depending on the thinking, if you can think in the decimal part, you can think. If you can't, just follow this rule. So either way you can solve the sum. Right guys, now look at that question number 2. This is the most interesting question. Before I actually solve it, quickly have a look at these things. Let's suppose you have two numbers, 3 and 2. Clearly 3 is greater than 2, so you can write like 3 is greater than 2. Right, now let's suppose you have two numbers, minus 3 and 2. Minus 3 and minus 2. Now which is bigger? Because minus 2 is on the right side, minus 3 on the left side, it means this time minus 3 is less than minus 2. Now compare these two things, this one and this one. See, it means that if you have multiply minus numbers on the both sides, or you have the negative version of the both numbers 3 and 2, inequality it actually inverts. 3 positive 3 is greater than positive 2, but if you take the negative version of the both numbers 3 and 2, minus 3 and minus 2, this inequality inverts. It is greater than, it becomes less than. It means minus 3 is less than minus 2. Just remember this, it's a golden rule that if two same numbers have a different inequality as compared to the two numbers with the negative version of it, right? So this is very important. Quickly look at another example. If I let's suppose if I say 4 is greater than minus 1, it is clearly 4 is greater than minus 1 because 4 is on the right side, minus 1 on the left side. But if you take the negative version of both versions, so 4 negative is minus 4, and if you multiply minus 1 with the minus, it will be plus 1. Now things will be different. Minus 4 is on the left side, plus 1 is on the right side. It means minus 4 is less than or plus 1. So this is very important rule for the inequality. It means that in inequality, if you multiply both numbers with the negative sign, the inequality inverts. If it is greater, it becomes less. If it is less, it becomes greater. Now keep that rule in mind. Now come to that question. It says minus 1 over 3 minus 1 over 2. Now quickly let's take the positive version, so it will be easy for, let's suppose if you have 1 over 3 and 1 over 2. So the rules is very simple. If you have the same numerator, decision lies on the denominator. The smaller the denominator, bigger the number. It means 1 over 2 is bigger, so you can write like 1 over 3 less than 1 over 2, right? So this is the rule. That's what we have doing it from question number 1 to 11. 1 over 3 is less than 1 over 2. Now according to the rule we just learned, if you multiply both numbers with a minus, it will be minus 1 over 3, it will be minus 1 over 2. Now this inequality will revert. It is less than, so it will be greater than. It means that minus 1 over 3 greater than minus 1 over 2. So this comes a little bit practice, so and many of the students will got it straight away. If you don't understand, just rewind the video, see that again, try to take some other numbers and use a calculator to decide which number is smaller and bigger. I'm sure in just like few minutes you will master this skill. In question number 13, we have 2 raised to power minus 1 and 3 raised to power minus 1. So just solve it a little bit in easier to read format. 2 raised to power minus 1, it means 1 over 2. Right, because if you take the numbers either up or down, the power inverts. If you take minus 1 in the denominator, it will be plus 1, and we don't write plus 1. And in the same way, 3 raised to power minus 1 is 1 over 3. right? So you have the same situation, you have the same numerator, so decision lie on the denominator. The less the denominator, bigger the number. It means 1 over 2 is greater than 1 over 3, or with the reference to the question you can write 2 raised to power minus 1 is greater than 3 raised to power minus 1. In question number 14, we have a pair 15%, 50% and 1 over 5. Once again, 50 got a sign percent, so you can write it as 50 over 100, and 0 and 0 will cancel out, and 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, and 1 over 2. We got 1 over 2, and here we have 1 over 5. Once again, numerators are same depending on the denominator, so the less the denominator, 2 is less than 5, bigger the number. It means that 50% is bigger than 1 over 5. In question number 15, we have 1% and 100 raised to power minus 1. 1% can be written as 1 over 100, and 100 raised to power minus 1 can be written as 1 over 100 as well. So they have the same quantity or the same number. It means they are equal. It means that 1% is equals to 100 raised to power minus 1. In question number 19, it says 0.1 whole cube equals to 0.001, and in question number 9, in fact from question number 16 to 24, it says state whether the following are true or false. So you just have to write this inequality, this statement, either this inequality or statement is true or false. 0.1 whole cube equals to 0.0001. So guys, let's quickly have a look. If you have, this is 0.1, if you take a square of any of the decimal number, in fact this is a square, you have one more zero in between, so it is 0.01, and if you take a cube now, it will be equals to 0.001, and so on. This is the rule for all the decimal number. If you take the square, this decimal point move towards one place to the left, and in the same way 0.1 whole cube means this is 0.001, and this number is 0.0001. So it means that these two are not equal to. It means this is a false statement. In question number 20, it says minus 1 over 5 raised to power 0 equals to minus 1. So guys, always remember, any number, anything, any number, whenever it is raised to power 0, it is always equals to 1. It could be million raised to power 0, minus 10, plus 5, or even x raised to power 0, y raised to power 0, any of the number raised to power 0, they all equals to 1. So it means that whatever number you got, irrespective of it, if the power is 0, it means this is equals to 1, and this is minus 1. It means that this can not be equal. 1 and minus 1 cannot be equal. So it means that this is a false statement. In question number 23, it says 6 over 7 greater than 7 over 8. Now see that numerator is not same, denominator is not same. It means the rule we have learned, we cannot apply it here. It means you have to divide it anyway to get to some conclusion. So it means that 6 is inside, 7 is outside, and just place a dot or decimal here. Now you can add 1 0 here, and it is 7 8s are 56, which is closest, right? And you have a 4 carry here. And just see, just keep dividing it simultaneously till the one decimal place, 7 inside, 8 outside, put a dot, 0 is here, and it is 8 8s are 64, which is closest to 70, and the remainder is 6. See, 0.8 0.8, so it means you have to take another decimal to see which is greater or smaller. So you can add one more 0 to 8, it is 40. Now you can 7 5s are 35, and you have a carry of 5, so it is now 0.85. now decimal is there, you can add one more 0, it is 60, and it is 8 7s are 56, which is the closest to 60, and you have 4 carry. Now see that is the difference now, 0.85 and 0.87. it means 0.87 is greater, and it says 6 over 7 is greater than 7 over 8, or 7 over 8 is less than. It means it's a false statement. In question number 24, 0.1 square greater than 0.1. 0.1 square, as we know, it is 0.01, and it is 0.1. It means that 0.01 cannot be greater than 1, because 0.1 is here somewhere, and here, and 0.01 is here. It means that 0.01 in fact is less than at 0.1. It means it's a false statement. In the next part, we'll be solving exercise 16, so see you there.